The night I signed the divorce papers, I wandered the streets of New York alone. It was raining in downtown Manhattan past midnight. The cold wind cut between the high-rises, chilling me to the bone. My bank account was frozen. My apartment keycard had already been deactivated. I had less than $40 left on my phone. I dragged my suitcase and sat outside a 24-hour convenience store on the Upper East Side, mechanically scrolling through job apps. Most positions required a long employment history, background checks, or a stable address. And right now, I had none of those. Just as I was about to give up, a job posting suddenly popped up. Live-in nanny wanted, caring for a 4-year-old boy, long-term commitment, patience required, housing provided. The words housing provided caught my eye. That same night, I dragged my suitcase to the door. I walked straight into the most mysterious alpha financial dynasty in New York. Later, my ex-husband would look down at me and ask,
Evelyn, do you understand what you did wrong?
The 5-year-old wolf pup bristled with fury.
Wrong about what? My mom is always right!
The man pulled me into his arms, his gray-blue eyes sweeping coldly past him.
My mate doesn't owe anyone an apology.
I never expected that the person who posted the job listing was actually the Blackwood family. Right now, I'm standing at the gate of a private estate on the North Shore of Long Island, next to an older, expressionless butler.
Miss Carter, I need to warn you in advance. Mr. Blackwood is hiring a guardian for the young master, not a mate for himself. Quite a few women in the past have misunderstood this. I hope you won't.
I lower my head slightly, keeping my eyes straight ahead. I deeply feel that this job is perfect for me. To put it bluntly, isn't it just a high-end nanny for a kid? I just got divorced this morning. The last thing on my mind is remarrying. But as long as I have a place to stay, I won't be sleeping on the streets tonight. For me right now, that's a lifeline. I understand. I won't have any other ideas. The butler seems somewhat satisfied and leads me down a long hallway. The air is thick with a faint cedar scent, the particular oppressive pressure of a top-tier alpha's territory. Until we enter the dining room. Beside a long, huge table, a young father and son are locked in a standoff. The tall man is holding a child's plate, exhaustion faintly etched between his brows. Across from him, the little boy has his lips pressed into a tight line, his expression stubborn. The air is eerily quiet. After a long while, the man finally lets out a low sigh. He looks like he's just finished a battle even harder than a Wall Street merger. He pinches the bridge of his nose and says quietly,
Noah, just one bite, okay?
The little boy turns his face away, refusing to budge.
Sir, the new candidate has arrived.
He's wearing a simple black suit and white shirt. The top 2 buttons of his shirt are loosely undone, the line of his collarbone faintly visible. His sleeves are rolled to his forearms, and beneath his cool, pale skin, the lines of his muscles are smooth and powerful. I've seen that face on the cover of financial magazines. Alexander Blackwood, the sole heir of the Blackwood family and one of the most dangerous alphas in all of North America. Gray blue eyes cold as ice. Just one look makes you want to step back by instinct. But for some reason, I don't feel afraid. The man's gaze sweeps over me briefly and pauses. The restless, faintly stirring pheromones in the air somehow fall quiet. His eyes darken slightly.
Name?
Evelyn Carter.
I answer.
You try.
With that, he leans back into his chair, arms crossed, watching me. This must be the interview. I have to stay. At least tonight, I don't want to sleep in a subway station. I take the plate, force a gentle smile, and walk toward the little boy. But before I can even get close, the kid scrambles under the table in a flash, leaving only a pair of big, pitch-black eyes visible.
I don't want her! Tell her to leave! She's just like the others!
Looks like he's met quite a few future stepmothers before me. That just means I need to do a better job. I glance around and notice superhero action figures scattered everywhere. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America. I immediately get an idea.
Don't worry. I'm not here to feed you. I'm here to feed Spider-Man and Captain America. Superheroes have to eat properly too. If you don't eat, how are you going to save New York? Oh, you want some broccoli? Of course. Only then will you have the strength to fight the bad guys.
The little boy under the table is clearly wavering, but still putting on a brave face, staying silent. I deliberately keep ignoring him until his nose turns red and he looks like he's about to cry. Only then do I act as if I've just noticed him.
Oh, what's this? A little wolf pup hiding down here?
The boy's ears flush bright red. I hide my smile.
Captain America, would you be willing to share your dinner with the little wolf pup?
I change my voice on purpose.
Of course I would. After all, only when the little wolf pup is full can he grow up to be the strongest alpha.
The boy finally can't hold back anymore and nods eagerly. The second I extend the spoon, he opens his mouth wide and bites down. After several big bites, he's still glaring at me, fuming.
Why didn't you give me broccoli? Are you scared I'll become stronger than Captain America?
I can't help but laugh. When I turn my head back, I accidentally meet Alexander Blackwood's gaze. The man's originally cold, sharp features have slowly relaxed. For the first time, a real emotion surfaces in his gray-blue eyes, like he's finally confirmed something. That same night, I moved into Blackwood Manor. The whole estate was 3 floors. Noah and I stayed on the 2nd floor. Alexander stayed on the 3rd. Before going upstairs, the old butler Harris deliberately stopped and reminded me with a serious expression.
Ms. Carter, there's something you must remember. Without Mr. Blackwood's permission, never go up to the 3rd floor.
I was stunned. Harris continued expressionlessly.
One woman before went into Mr. Blackwood's room in the middle of the night, trying to become the mistress of the Blackwood family. She almost got thrown out the window. Mr. Blackwood really hates it when people cross boundaries.
I immediately nodded.
I understand.
To be honest, I didn't have any extra thoughts. Right now, I just wanted to keep this job. Besides, an alpha at Alexander Blackwood's level, he wasn't someone I could mess with anyway. Noah was only 4 years old, but surprisingly independent. He could sleep by himself at night. That gave me some relief. The next afternoon, when Alexander came back, I was crouched in the front yard of the estate, feeding Noah. Well, to be precise, Noah was clipped to a leash, sitting side by side on the lawn with the family's Alaskan Malamute, having an eating competition. Big dog, 1 bite. Noah, 1 bite. The scene was very harmonious, almost even a little intense. Alexander had just stepped out of the car when his feet stopped. The man looked at the scene and his face instantly darkened.
Evelyn,
His voice was low and dangerous.
what are you treating my son as?
I jolted in fear. But before I could speak, Noah let out a woof first.
Dad! We're role-playing!
The little guy held up his spoon, completely unashamed.
See? I ate even more than Rocket today. Woof, woof, woof!
Alexander's frown deepened. He slowly turned to look at the butler beside him. Harris had a complicated expression, hesitating.
Sir, although Ms. Carter's method is a little unusual, the results are very noticeable. Before, we chased him around to feed him, and the young master wouldn't eat. But this afternoon, he's already finished 2 big plates of pasta. He even insisted he had to beat Rocket.
The man stared in silence as his son tore into broccoli, steak, and mashed potatoes. His expression grew more and more complicated. After a long while, he finally let out a sigh of resignation.
At the very least, the people's dishes and the dog's dishes should be separate.
I immediately explained seriously.
Don't worry, sir. Rocket is very clean. The spoon Noah used, Rocket never touched it once.
Alexander's temple twitched slightly, as if he wanted to say something. But in the end, he just closed his eyes and turned to go inside. Noah performed beyond expectations that day. By the end, his little belly was round and full. He kept burping, but still insisted on racing Rocket. I had to take the 1 boy and 1 dog for a walk in the garden to help digest. The sun slowly set. Noah held the leash, running on the lawn and howling. Rocket ran around excitedly, too. I couldn't stop laughing, but I didn't know. Behind a 2nd-floor window, Alexander was standing there, quietly watching us. The man had one hand in his pocket, his figure long and lean. The setting sun softened the cold lines of his profile. Seeing his son laugh so happily for the first time, his usually tight lips slowly curved into a faint smile. Beside him, Harris couldn't help but sigh.
Mrs. Carter is like magic. Before, the young master wouldn't eat, wouldn't talk, wouldn't go outside. And now, just one day after she arrived, everything is different. Sir, I think this time, we finally found the right person.
When I brought Noah back inside, Alexander was already sitting in the living room on the first floor. The man had his long legs crossed, watching financial news. His presence was still so powerful, you didn't dare look directly at him. Alexander suddenly spoke.
Evelyn, let's talk.
Yes. Mr. Blackwell.
I handed Noah to a servant and sat down properly across from the sofa. Alexander looked up at me.
You're good with children? Experience before?
I nodded.
I took care of my ex-husband's sister's child for 2 years.
Back then, Ryan's family thought I earned too little and made me quit my job. But after I quit, they thought I stayed home all day and didn't contribute. So they just fired the nanny and made me take care of the child for them. Alexander listened in silence. His gray-blue eyes were deep, unreadable. After a moment, he suddenly asked,
Your file says you just got divorced.
Yes.
Reason?
I lowered my eyes.
We were from different worlds.
The air was quiet for a few seconds. Alexander looked at me, his gaze heavier than usual.
You must have already seen the job posting from yesterday. Noah is a special case. He has no sense of security. He doesn't want to go out, doesn't want to meet strangers, and resists school. And I don't have much time to spend with him, so
The man paused.
I need someone who can stay by his side long term. A true mother figure.
I was taken aback. Alexander continued.
If you're willing to stay, we'll sign a prenuptial agreement. Assets completely separate. You won't take on any risk.
I nodded instinctively.
I understand.
These kinds of families really are all the same. Even though my last marriage started for love because of the huge gap in status, Ryan's family still insisted I sign a prenup. So when we divorced, I got almost nothing. Even the wedding ring the lawyers asked me to leave behind. Besides, for an old money family like the Blackwoods, they'd only be even more cautious about marriage. I hesitated for a moment, then said,
Actually, all I really need is a place to live. We don't necessarily have to register a marriage.
Alexander looked up at me.
Marriage is for Noah. I need to give him a stable family situation.
He said.
And marriage is the most effective legal guarantee.
His tone was as calm as if he were discussing a business contract, but somehow I felt oddly reassured, so I nodded.
Then we'll do as you say.
Alexander continued.
After we're married, I'll transfer $50,000 a month into your account for your personal expenses.
This was something I actually cared about. I'd already gotten burned by money once. I hesitated and asked,
If later we get divorced, can I keep that money?
Alexander seemed not to have expected the question. He looked at me for 2 seconds, then spoke flatly.
Of course. It was always yours.
I instantly relaxed.
Good.
Alexander added,
Also, I don't currently plan to establish a mateship relationship, so you'll still stay on the second floor.
I immediately nodded.
Fine. By me. I don't want that either.
And just like that, 3 days after my divorce, I was married again. Just like my first marriage. No wedding, no vows, just lawyers, papers, and signatures. At dinner, Harris had the kitchen prepare a few extra dishes for once. Alexander pushed a black velvet box toward me. Inside was a diamond ring, so big it was almost absurd. I instinctively waved my hand.
No need.
Alexander said calmly.
For Noah.
I understood immediately. A child needs the ritual of a complete family, so I accepted it.
Thank you.
That night, after I had washed up and lay down, my door was gently pushed open a crack. Noah was standing there holding his little wolf plushie, his expression very conflicted. I sat up.
What's wrong?
The little guy looked down and fiddled with his shirt hem, then spoke, sounding awkward.
Evelyn, can you read me a bedtime story?
I blinked, almost thinking I'd misheard.
Tell her to
Just yesterday, he'd been glaring at me and telling me to get out.
I'll ask my dad to raise your salary.
Noah bit his lip.
Of course, if you don't want to, you can say no.
I couldn't help but laugh. I waved at him.
Come here.
The little guy's eyes lit up instantly. He immediately crawled into my bed with his plushie. That night, Noah fell asleep in my arms as I read to him before I even realized it. The next morning, when Alexander heard about it, he was clearly surprised. The man sat at the head of the table, silent for a long time. Then he looked at me again, that faint appreciation back in his eyes.
Evelyn, thank you for your hard work. Starting next month, I'll have accounting increase your personal allowance.
I was stunned.
This is really too much.
After all, in my last marriage, I had given far more than this. But when we divorced, I couldn't even afford a hotel. Daytimes I took care of Ryan's sister's child. Evenings I cooked for Ryan. Late nights I cleaned the whole apartment. Because Ryan's mother always said, Evelyn can't just stay home all day doing nothing, can she? And yet, when we divorced, they still felt that I had enjoyed the Sterling family's comfortable lifestyle for 3 years. Thinking about it now, I found it absurd. So I said quietly,
Mr. Blackwood, really, you don't have to. I like Noah very much. He's actually a very gentle child. Reading him a story is nothing.
The moment I finished speaking, a warm little hand gently grabbed mine. I looked down. Noah was holding my hand. The little guy still had a straight face, but his pitch-black eyes were astonishingly bright. Alexander watched the scene, his eyes darkening slightly. Then he said quietly,
The women who came before only cared about getting close to me. None of them really cared about Noah. So you should take the money.
I couldn't refuse, so I just thanked him. After that, Noah became completely attached to me. Alexander was very busy with work. Most of the time, the whole estate had only me and Noah. Until one day, when I had to go to the hospital for a checkup and to refill my prescription. Harris had specifically reminded me before that Noah couldn't be too far from the estate. Unfamiliar environments could trigger severe stress in him. So I crouched down and told him seriously,
I'll be back soon. You stay home and wait for me, okay?
But Noah just held tightly onto my hand, saying nothing, only looking at me quietly. Those beautiful gray-blue eyes were full of unease. Beside us, Harris sighed softly.
The young master is afraid you'll leave, just like those other women who never came back.
My heart softened. I reached up and ruffled his hair.
I won't leave. I'm just going to the doctor. I'll be right back to be with you.
But before I even finished speaking, Noah had already climbed into the back seat of the car, clutching his plushie. Harris was stunned.
Young master, you want to go to the hospital too?
Noah nodded silently. Harris's eyes reddened instantly, as if he were witnessing a miracle.
God bless the Blackwood family.
The doctor said my depression had been stabilizing well during this period.
Keep a regular schedule and try to stay relaxed.
The doctor said, flipping through my chart.
You're doing much better than before.
Before I left, she refilled my prescription. After we came out of the exam room, Noah walked quietly beside me the whole time. It was only when we got into the elevator that he finally spoke, sounding awkward.
Evelyn, are you sick?
I looked down at him. The little guy was frowning, clearly worried, so I put on a relaxed smile.
Yeah. I didn't before eat properly, I got sicking. So Noah has to make sure he eats from now as well, okay?
Noah instantly tensed up.
Does it hurt?
His big gray-blue eyes were full of concern. I was caught off guard. Before I could answer, the little guy was already digging through his pockets. Soon he pulled out a slightly melted piece of chocolate and carefully placed it in my palm.
If it hurts, eat some candy. Dad says sweets help you feel better.
I looked down at the chocolate in my hand, and suddenly tears started falling without warning. For 3 years in the Sterling family, every time I cried, they said I was too sensitive or too emotional. Ryan even thought my depression was just for attention.
You're exhausting, Evelyn.
He said,
You're always causing trouble for others.
even that child I'd taken care of for 2 years at the time of the divorce pointed at me and said,
No wonder Uncle Ryan doesn't want you anymore.
But now, this little wolf pup, who himself was so starved for security, was willing to give me his favorite piece of chocolate. I couldn't hold back anymore. I pulled Noah into my arms. The little guy curled up quietly in my embrace and even patted my back gently, imitating an adult.
Evelyn, I'll eat properly from now on. When I grow up, I'll protect you.
I laughed through my tears and ruffled his hair.
Then you'd better grow up fast.